started. Monthly progress meeting number 6. Approval of previous meeting minutes. Any comments, questions on previous meeting minutes? If not, safety, security, adjacent project issues, everything okay out at the site?
Everything's good.
Excellent.
You don't look at it.
How about work over the last 30 days?
Yeah.
Exactly what we did.
Yeah, so over the last 30 days, we were able to pour the lower influent walls at Joe Pete. The remaining portion of the walls at East Middleton and the upper wet well wall at Joe Pete.
Okay.
And we are now forming the deck at East Middleton. Additionally to that, we poured the baffle wall in the East Middleton structure as well.
Okay. So and so at Joe Pete, that gets you just the top grade that you're up to grade, except for the top grade, or was there one more?
We
pour
have
on it?
one more wall pour, which
Okay.
is the influent wall pour. up
Okay.
top.
10-foot channel upper wall.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. All
And
right.
then the deck.
Right. So 2 more pours.
Excellent. Excellent. And coordination with the testing lab, everything's going okay there?
Yeah.
No issues? Are they, I mean, are they curing the, well, obviously they're curing them at site, but
Mhm.
we got everything all set up.
Yeah, we have
They have
coolers.
boxes at both,
They just put water on the top.
and they have boxes at both
Yeah,
locations.
we've got coolers there
Okay.
at the site.
And of course, to finish what we've done, the Wilkerson folks are moving in. They've been unloading pipe, manholes. I don't know. Equipment. They're staging from the northeast part of Joe Pete.
Okay.
Also completed erosion control measures. Joe Pete turned and headed toward East Middleton, got across the Garco property and we stopped there.
Okay.
We don't want to get in yards
Yeah.
until we need to.
Yeah. That's probably a good call. All right. Schedule for the next 30 days.
Next 30 days would be pouring the East Middleton deck and the upper influent wall at Joe Pete. And we're going to be real close to having the deck ready at Joe Pete as well in the next 30 days. Might not be before the next meeting, and then of course Wilkerson's going to start laying gravity sewer in that time frame as well.
Would you be at a point where, because I know we left that little plug of rock in there,
Mhm.
would y'all be at a point where it would be better for us, I think, to start there at Wetwood?
We'll get back to that.
All right.
The over at East Middleton, let's don't forget that.
Yeah.
At East Middleton, we will, once that deck is poured and cured out for a couple, 3 days, we'll start filling to water test it.
Okay.
We're gonna have all the grinding and patching done by
Mhm.
that point in time, probably in the next week,
Next
next part
week
of the
or
next
so.
one.
Yeah.
We hope to have that thing pretty well backfilled by Thanksgiving.
Okay.
The East Middleton. And Logan's working with us, trying to help push the valve vault, because we will dig that out and go ahead and set the valve vault while we're backfilling over there.
Bill,
Mhm.
when they pour that slab, I'm gonna have F&R pull a 3-day break instead of a 7-day break.
Okay.
Because those 3-day breaks are usually about 70%.
Yeah.
And if they pull it 70% in 3 days, then they can,
Okay.
because they have to get to 70% strength. Sure. and
Yep.
forms and everything.
Okay. No, that's fine.
As far as what Brian brought up, we've kicked it around, Corey, yesterday a little bit, and
Mhm.
yesterday evening, we kicked around some more. What I would like to see us do is the bear of that is going to be getting through the soil net wall, getting that manhole set. I think we should run, I don't think we want to shoot that plug out yet, Brian. I don't think we do yet, because as sure as we do, you know how it works. You know, do I think it would probably get by with it? Yeah, maybe.
Well, you need to be high enough with yours where it's not gonna be a problem.
Exactly.
We'll have whatever one we got.
Well, what I think is best for everybody is we go ahead and get the first manhole set, the pipe from the pump station to the first manhole, run north, aiming toward the second manhole, get within a joint or two from that second manhole to leave you plenty of room so that plug you could shoot between the second and the third manhole. And I think you're only talking maybe 2.5 months
That's right.
where you could shoot that plug and have that. But you would already.
Is that so close to it, we upset the pipe?
Yeah, that's all, so I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll stay far enough, but that way you could go ahead and plug your pipe. Then we could go ahead and we'll put a plug in the downstream upstream of the manhole. And then we'll flood that manhole and the pipe and the pump station all at the same time. Now, you'll probably vacuum test it at some point in time, but if we've already flooded it, put a hydrostatic test on it, we know we're okay. Yeah, and so does that work for you?
Yes.
Say, you're gonna lay out the manhole and cover up a piece of pipe, and we gotta go back and find it, not upset it.
Have to do
I might be better, I would almost rather just set the manhole.
I'd set the manhole before, not set the pipe.
I'm saying you go ahead and run the pipe from the wet well to the manhole, set the manhole, we'll put a plug.
Plug
Yeah.
You know, we can make one up, we probably got one that you strap,
Yeah.
hand on it like a piece
Yeah.
of pipe, and y'all can do what you want to. I just hate to leave a piece of pipe dangling out
Yeah.
there.
Well,
Get back to it.
in my opinion, you could stop. I mean, you got a layout point, the PI right there at that manhole. So you shoot on the same line, 30 foot away. You know, if we just mark that, you're gonna find it like that.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that, well, we need to put a steel, not a day plug, we need to put a full-on plug.
For testing.
But that helps us to be able to get that backfill done.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get out of y'all's way.
Yeah,
Kind of
and-
the same thing we're doing on East Middleton.
Same thing.
You know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really do. We study it pretty hard and we think, get that manhole in and run toward the second one. And then you'll get some finite distance from it. And then we'll, as fast as we can get it backfilled, ready to turn it loose. Once we get to a certain point on the backfill, have at it. And that's about minus 10, 12 feet.
That's right.
Yeah. And once we get to that point, that's where that ledge
We'd
is.
like to take advantage of the hole you've already done.
But,
Long ways to the bottom.
but it won't take us long to get back to that ledge. And then at that point, you know, you can line up Jason Tuttle and have at it.
Okay.
One question, do we get the manhole for East Middleton?
Yes.
It is, okay. I just want to make sure we got that.
Cover everything for the next 30 days?
I think so.
Okay,
They will be starting on their gravity sewer
right.
down at the road.
Yeah, yeah.
But we got sidetracked a little bit, but
Okay.
this is important because there's a big
Mhm.
coordination there.
Okay. And jumping down to coordination items, I know, circle back, but so schedule and plan for the pipeline work, I think you just covered, so you guys are mobilizing out there now. And,
What pipe have we got?
We've got all the gravity water to go from Old Joe Feed to New Joe Feed.
Manholes?
Manholes, we've got 4 loads of manholes. Got the starting manhole for East Middleton, starting manhole at Joe Feed. And it's continuing on towards the Old Joe Feed. We pulled the trigger, we're getting a schedule from Ferguson on deliveries.
Mhm.
First main. It looks like we'll be starting 1st of November, receiving all that stuff,
okay,
and it'll just come
We need to get
2
together.
to 5 truckloads a day.
okay.
We need to make sure we get our footage.
Yes.
Because I just signed yesterday, that it's a guaranteed order. There is no cancellation.
But yes, we're in the works of scheduling with delivery
Okay,
times and dates. We anticipate having everything here by Christmas.
We may have to switch up. Our original thought was to start at, Joe P. and head up Joe P with the force main,
right there at the
the
90.
flood valves are gonna be a problem. So, we're
We may
working
start
on,
at the other end.
we're working on, they can't really tell me when we're gonna get the flood valves, but, we're working on trying to nail down a date. We may want to start somewhere else.
Okay.
Because I think you only got like 300-400 feet before you get a flood valve.
Mhm.
Not far.
So it's not far before you hit the first flood valve. So that may kind of change the game up a little bit.
Okay. And what's just your daily, weekly work schedule gonna be looking like once you guys are fully
As
moving?
far as time wise.
Yeah, I mean, 7 to 5, 5 days.
This is a detail that could come up, that's been discussed on the job. Remember the leg that, I can't remember the manhole numbers, but it crosses the access driveway at Joe B on the gravity.
Mhm.
There's also water. There.
Yep.
Corey and Josh have been kicking that around, and they're gonna probably find a time before too long that we stop on Thursday, and he comes in Friday and Saturday and crosses that road, goes in and gets that behind us. He doesn't have to finish to the line to the west, he can just get across the road somehow.
We get out everybody's hair.
Yeah.
As far as access points.
That's pretty ambitious.
Well, our backup plan is,
We'll finish up by the following week.
our
Well-
backup plan is steel plates and.
I think we can find a time to where we throw our guys a day or two over at East Middleton and give him maybe 3 or 4
Y'all work that out.
Yeah, but
That's deep. That's-
it's a good idea to get it behind us.
Yeah, that's a deep cut. That's one of my
Yeah.
concerns, is us blocking y'all out. It is a little deep cut.
Yep.
And if it happens, shoot it. So it's gonna be right.
Even if, as long as there's no deliveries there, still plate will let trucks and cars in now.
Yeah, steel plates will be our backup.
Mainly, we just want to stay out of his way.
Yeah.
Stay out of his way.
We'll get on the crosshair quick as can be done.
We had
Uh,
talked about much later once upon a time, but I like the idea. If we can do it now, get it.
Yeah.
And still planning on using auto flaggers?
Mhm.
Okay,
They're on site
On
now.
site.
on site, okay,
I pictured it.
excellent, excellent.
Proper signage. Looks good out there. Looks like we don't work.
Cars stop.
Very
Almost.
Very deceptive.
The cars actually stop for it.
The
too.
field's better than the office.
It is.
So with the auto flaggers, roadway shutdowns, we just want to make sure that we're making Seguasa aware of estimated timeframes and stuff, and just so we can pass some of that information to them. If they need to post about it on their website, they can.
The bulk is gonna be the force main. Because when they start dumping that stuff, it's gonna come hot heavy. And y'all need to get it up the line wherever you're gonna stash it. You can leave it hacked up, but this is gonna come 4 or 5 truckloads a day. Don't need that.
Logan, for the next few weeks, I think basically they're gonna be laying gravity and water line between the two Joe P's. So there's really no property owners to be bothered, I don't think.
Correct.
The auto flaggers there. And then at the same time, be figuring out where they can start force main work in a few weeks.
Okay.
So, but for the short term, it's basically between the two Joe P's.
Yep.
Okay. Update on temporary utilities. I know I left you guys a message. They did get the easement finally from NCDOT. I don't know if you've heard anything more from,
We've been in contact, we have paid whatever, they gave us an invoice for the temporary transformer, paid that. I think you've even seen folks, their subs out there starting to work.
Yeah, so they put the drop in down from the pole off of Joe P. They haven't run it down the right of way yet, but they put the drop in.
They told me it was gonna be a few weeks after we got paid, take a few weeks. Everything they told us to take it double or.
right,
Mhm.
but
It's
at
in the
least,
works.
there at least are signs of something actually
Yes.
happening on it. That's
We had a
good.
meeting, Monday or something.
Yeah, last Tuesday, I
Yeah,
believe, something like that.
So the problem is they're just working with transformers to get all their equipment.
Yeah, and initially, they're just gonna put in a temporary step-down transformer. I don't think they're gonna have to have their final one in to do this, to get us temporary power. So I'm not too concerned about the lead time on that. I think it's they're getting the work done.
It's also probably good that they're not putting the final transformer in at this stage anyway. So, yeah.
Yeah, be in the way.
Did you tell me there's some sort of distribution box they're putting in and then they'll feed from that?
There's a permanent distribution box that they will, put on the Joe Pede site, just right off the road edge there. And, we'll have a temporary step-down transformer to feed what we have now. And then that'll go away later and feed out of the permanent distribution box to the permanent transformer.
And then as far as
Mhm.
temporary water, a couple months from now, maybe, something like that. When they get the water line in. they
Right.
will-
And I'm assuming this is going to be under Heron's name for the time being. Okay.
The power is on
The-
water. I don't know what we'll do. Have to put in the permanent water.
Yeah.
if we need more,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But we'll
Yeah. Double Logan, if you get a chance, check and see what the specs had said about the temporary utility. I mean, it's, I don't know if we're supposed to be metering water or if Sigwas is providing it.
That was the question before. They're not putting in a meter.
Okay.
And they're leaving space for it, I guess, in case they sell. it
Oh,
to
that's right.
somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
They're not gonna put in a meter.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
They're
correct.
going to just put it, just put it in the spool piece where the meter would normally be. That's right.
What little water we use for that construction would pay for about 1 week of diesel fuel we bought.
Yeah. Excellent.
I believe it's worked out real fair for somebody.
Yeah, no, so actually, since you're not hooking it up until after you do the water tightness testing at the well as well, so.
What do you get my real bill on the water?
And once we get to the permanent transformer,
Yeah, we'll deal with all the transfer names and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Sediment erosion control inspection reporting. I think everybody knows we did get state stop by and I think from my understanding, everything looked good. It's just we need to make sure we're getting the paperwork
Right.
and reports tracking. And I've seen the rain gauge and I think it sounds like we're on top of that now, but you know.
Yeah, what we had there, Bill, was, we have a binder, a book that we fill those out in, but it
Mhm.
was, left in one of our guys', trucks.
Oh,
He had
okay.
to go to another site, so it wasn't there
I
on
got you.
site that day.
Okay. All right.
did they come back out? So
Not so far.
they did not.
Yeah.
Do your-
Right. I gotta say, I'm encouraged. It's the first project in about 5 years where I've actually had them come out and check the sediment erosion control, so.
I haven't seen it.
She must live nearby. That's the only reason I ever,
There was a guy who came out there. I got his card.
okay. That's good.
If you want a lot of inspections, come to the airport twice a week.
Nice, nice. I would, so you guys, well, I won't get that. Skip that next one just in case Scott does walk in the next 2 minutes, but Joe Pede building permit.
picked it up yesterday, have a laminated copy in the car for Josh to post.
Excellent.
I'll email you a copy, Logan. And they emailed, they said you need to have this stamp set of plans on site, and they emailed me cover page and the G drawings with the stamp on it. Got those printed, and Josh will have them in the trailer
Okay,
for whoever
What they
wants to
told
see
us.
them.
okay. Did they give us like a specific point of contact that is going to be overseeing stuff? I mean, is there like, because I think we would like to just reach out to them. I think we've got
Yeah.
1 or 2 minor questions.
I'll put all that in the email.
But yeah, if there is
I've
like,
been permanently dealing with Kelly Hightower, but I think who you're looking for is.
yeah,
I think his name's on
okay. Excellent.
Is there a special inspection going to be on this one?
Yes, and that's most of the reason, the special inspection stuff about what they're needing to see. I mean, our understanding is that,
I mean, do they have a special, I mean, the reason I'm asking this is because when I was in Tennessee, they
Mhm.
also had special inspections. But it was a completely separate group that did it, it wasn't the local
oh, really?
building department. No, I mean, they had, you know, it was like steel bar spread
Mhm.
inspections and all that kind of stuff, and they had somebody coming down from.
F&Rs do. right?
Yeah, we have our special inspections, most of it, or I should say, anything not covered by the building permit. F&R is taking care of their review, and between them and our structural guys will take care of it. But there is my understanding is there is some stuff in there that we will need sign off, or at least some kind of acknowledgement from the building inspector. And so that's, we just need to talk to him about, when it comes time for this, what do you need us to,
Because they, there was a, because I was working for the city of Chattanooga.
Mhm.
Chattanooga would have their guys out there, but we also had to have state guys come.
Yeah.
To do the special inspection.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need to do, I think between the building inspector and F&R and our PEs, I think we got it all covered.
Brian Town.
Okay.
Building code.
Excellent. One other thing, which we're going to need input from Scott or Chris on is excavated material. I've heard it's an issue. I'm not exactly sure what the whole.
Well, the thing is that as I read the inspection, all the material belongs to Seguasa,
Mhm.
the client.
Mhm.
And I just want to make sure that when the client, if the client wants it, fine. If the client doesn't want it, fine. It's decided at the beginning of the project.
Mhm.
Because I had a number of times when these come up, the discussion over material has come up at the end of the project.
Right.
Instead of at the beginning of the project.
Okay. All right. How, do you know how much we're talking about?
I think it's way too early to have this discussion.
Okay.
I'm going along, we're building the job, knowing that what material is suitable for backfill, we'll use it.
Yeah. Yeah. And again,
There's-
yeah.
There's some special requirements for structural fill. I don't know that we have any structural fill on the job.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look at the definition of structural fill.
Mhm.
But the way we're looking at it right now is we're going to take the suitable, we've already ran proctors on it. We're going to take the suitable material and we're going to use gravel on the areas where there's just not enough room around the pump stations. We're going to use suitable material back, compact it back in there. I'm speaking more of Joe Pete, I guess. When we get through, I suspect it's going to be a net borrow. But I don't.
My problem, my question is not so much that, it's the 8 cubic feet of fill that's gonna come out of the horse main trench.
Again,
I
We're
mean,
gonna
that's
balance
gonna
it. We're-
turn out to be, probably 10,000 yards, or not that, probably 5,000 yards, maybe more.
again, what we'll do is we'll work with Wilkerson. We'll get our backfill done. They'll get their backfill done. We'll figure out if we have a net borrow and net waste.
I just want the Sagasa to say what they
Okay.
want, that's all
I think the specs cover it.
Okay.
I want.
Greg,
Okay.
I think
I
they
just-
do.
We'll sort it out.
Yeah.
We'll
I just-
talk to them and we'll get it.
Okay.
We'll get
Their
it.
opinion, what they want. No,
Again,
Yep.
I would rather use the contract documents.
Okay.
And What, I think those are pretty well covered there.
Good deal. Submittals, I've been seeing a lot coming in, a lot going out. I'm assuming I know we've got a couple in-house, but any issues, any holdups, any concerns on Aaron's end?
Truly think the only one that we're just desperate, that may be a little strong, but we need, Logan and I've talked about it, is the valve vault.
Yeah.
at East Middle. And we've bounced that around a time or two, and so I think we're getting in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Other than that,
The generator and ATS that just went back in, I asked if we could just get these approved and released and discuss the stairs and platform separately.
Mhm.
Because there's a couple of questions and issues there, but I want to get those generators, which is.
Yep.
that bid is at Weaverville. The stairs and platforms became a subject and everything got held up, so.
And the language in the specs is a little different than Weaverville on this job, but the
Still
review
works.
comments
Mhm.
still seem to treat it the same. So again, we can hash all that out, but I just don't want the generator and ATS held up.
Understood.
Long lead time.
Oh, yeah.
Right around a year.
Right, yeah, I remember you
Until we
said.
release it, confirm.
Mhm.
Other than that, we, I don't think there's, other than electrical, that we just talked about, I don't think, we're holding the structural design for the Logan solid, I think. But for the hoist frame,
Yep.
and we're holding the shop drawings for the hoist frame until we get the final submittal for the monorail hoist system.
Okay.
And to me, you want to see them all. at once.
Yep.
And so we're working on that. So that's something we're pushing pretty hard to try to get to you. But we're pushing the pump guys to get the submittals back to us for the VFDs and the pumps. Again, long lead times on the VFD. But that's Pete Duty is waiting on squared in.
Okay.
But as far as what you got in-house from recollection, I think the only one's real pushy is the ones we just talked about.
The basic electrical ones are in, unless they came back yesterday, we'll drop over here. But they won't take any time to conduit wires. But
I think we sent those back.
you may, I was gonna- you may
Okay.
have-
Yeah.
I think the majority, if not all of those went back yesterday.
Yep.
We should have the codings back to you this week, today or tomorrow.
Now, Ferguson has sent some duplicate submittals.
I haven't, with the one that you sent yesterday, I have not got into there yet.
Well, what all this is we're looking at lead time. So they're trying to hedge some of this lead time stuff. So, it's Tyler versus another brand, to try and hedge on the lead time a little bit. On the fittings for the force main.
Okay.
Is there any leeway on domestic?
As far as not domestic,
I don't.
I mean, we can ask for you, but based on 3 or 4 conversations I've had on the similar topic in the last year, the answer is always no.
We may have a little lead time. The fittings were issued. They called yesterday.
Yeah.
Just wanting me to ask if there was any leeway on domestic.
Yeah, I mean,
But as it stands now, no.
Is this on the water line or,
Force main,
and what do you got? You've got ductile iron bends.
and they can get the domestic or the
mhm.
non-domestic a lot faster than they can domestic.
Yep.
Because domestic is get backed up. We'll just have to deal with
Yeah,
it. I didn't think that was the case, but
No, I don't. I mean, I have heard that if you want to do that route, you have to file a waiver, which then has to go through, believe it or not, public comment section, like, and yeah, exactly. It's got to go through a public comments, and yeah, I mean, you submit a waiver and it's 6 months of paperwork, and then they say, okay, yeah, on this again, I mean, yeah, it's.
We'll have to get together, but we'll see delivery dates on this force main, what we got available.
Yeah.
Brian, if you end up with a finite list that's really hurting, send it to us. We'll talk with C&B and see what they can do. Are those 401 lines? See, they do the lighting there at C&B, so we could talk with them. Bottom line, we'll try to help if you end up with a list.
Yeah, and like I said, he just called yesterday, it's like 10 weeks, 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Which, it may work out. He was just saying they've got the domestic or the non-domestic now.
Mhm.
We'll have to wait. For the domestic.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay. Review of pending change orders. So change order 1 is done, dusted. Change order 2, CDM Smith had a call with Seguasa last week, just to go with, there's probably about 12 or so items that I think you're aware of pretty much all of them that we've discussed. We've gotten your pricing on it.
Okay.
Gotten to the point where we agree on the pricing. We've run those all past Seguasa. They've been, yep, all good on that. So
Change order 1, Bill, not to interrupt you.
Yep.
But I've been meaning to ask you this, and I'll forget it again. I don't know,
Mhm.
till they run me off, I guess. But can we bill on that for the period ending,
yeah,
whatever our next billing is?
yes, you can.
Halloween billing,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Um,
And yes, I'm still running behind Logan, taking a week off. But that didn't work. But we know the throttling devices are good. I've already told.
We've gotten,
Pipeline, we still got.
we've got throttling devices at the lift stations. We're still waiting on a price for the pipeline,
Yes.
air valve throttling devices.
Get through all that. I've got your revised price for the valve. I don't have your original. I don't have the delta.
I think it was on the same sheet. Either way Ferguson did it, and I'll get with you on that. We'll get that out.
Yeah,
I think you had the original cost, and then the second sheet was the second, so you had the switch it. We'll get
We'll go through
that.
that, and then we've got
Wait a
to
minute.
talk to you about the 24-inch plug valve credit.
Yeah, he's got that back. We've given that back to them. We've
Okay.
have discussion with them about that.
Yep.
You don't have the, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Well, yeah, and
The
then,
pavement revision.
yeah, and that, we're gonna be pushing that to change order 3, but yeah, so the two things I think we're gonna be still looking for from here were the throttling devices for the pipeline and just, the credit for the 24-inch plug valve. The odor control, for the air valves, you will probably be seeing an email from us here.
It's all drafted up. We just need to confirm one more thing with Siguasa.
What, yeah, there's been some discussion on that.
You're gonna eliminate some of those, correct?
We are not going to, we are going to want the units, but we are probably not going to want them installed this time. We just
Siguasa wants them
turned over as a Siguasa.
So whenever you get
Yeah,
this.
we had a discussion on this, but they were going to go back and discuss it with Sagawassa, and that's what they're,
I think we figure out what we're doing with penetration.
but that'll be in that email.
Yeah, that'll all
It'll
be
be
in
in
there.
that email, and
It'll-
that should come before the end of the
We
week.
just, need to know that, so we cast it off.
Yep.
Let's chat after about
Yeah.
the.
So yeah, so those are the three things that are still kind of up in the air. I think everything else, all the other costs that we've gone through and agreed on, those will all be in change order 2. We are not in a huge hurry to get that done. I mean, we do want to get it done, but I mean, it's going to be on my list of things to do, but it might not always work.
Change order 2 bill.
Yeah, change order 2. It might not always.
I mean, yeah.
It might have to fight through some things before it gets to the top of my list of
Those
things to do.
throttling devices.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
a big thing to us. I mean,
Okay.
as long as I know to go and
Yep.
Logan has sent his information to go. That's the thing.
It'll probably get drafted up here in the next month, but
3 months. I don't think we care.
yeah, okay. And then 2 items for change order 3. One is the pavement quantities that we've already discussed. We're not going to try to get that into change order 2. And then also the demolition at the Joe P. Booster Station. Siguasa does see some value in I mean, they're still reviewing exactly. We've gone through what gets turned over, what gets salvaged, all that kind of stuff. I think at a minimum, they probably will want the chain link fence left in place because they see use for that site and would want to change. You know, if you just have this kind of cleared area, they're worried about people just throwing trash there. So they're thinking probably keep the chain link fence. We are also might look at power and lighting at the site. We don't know.
We
But-
don't, as far as we're concerned, I told Logan this, I'm sure he shared
Mm-hmm.
it with you. We don't. I mean, if you decide that a
Mhm.
year from now.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
You know, it truly, the problem with that, I think I did a pretty decent job explaining in the email that we had to put our time
Yeah.
between December of next year
Yep.
and June, had to go somewhere.
Yep.
And so we're gonna, Josh is gonna be sitting here playing solitaire, I guess, but, you know, we. But, so that number, I actually, you know, when I look at it, I think, well, that's gonna look low to everybody in the
Mhm.
world. But honestly, we're just gonna do the demolition because, it ain't gonna take long.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think, well, I mean, obviously, yeah, the number, but I think CDM Smith understands the number and you basically, it's at the point, we won't go to Siguasa with a change proposal until we feel we're in agreement on what the pricing should be.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have gone to them with it and they said, well, we need to decide if we really want to do all that work or not. So,
Again, no urgency.
okay, all right.
On the pavement revision stuff, we did send you all by the quantity, correct?
You did.
Okay.
And he.
Just want to make sure.
Brian,
that
that's in your report to get a revised unit price. And I don't know if
I
you're,
thought we did. I
Uh,
thought we did that.
You were gonna have to go back to your supplier and the new quantities and see, because the old one, you had so many mobilizations,
Different than that one. Yeah, so they just recently, Brian told us. Yeah.
Again, that's not immediate.
Yeah, that's just recent.
So how do y'all want to handle that? I mean,
I think they're just looking for a revised unit price of those quantities.
at the revised quantity.
Which
we're
is
looking
more
for
like
right
what
now.
you all thought it would be.
They recognize unit price is gonna change. They're still gonna have a substantial credit so they can apply some other.
Adjust the unit. What we'll have to do is just take the total of what's in the contract, and then we'll reduce it to figure out whatever mobilization ASD had, and then we'll reduce.
Yeah, you're just gonna come up with a
quantity
different unit
and come up
price.
with- Yeah, okay.
Based on a new quantity.
Yeah.
And now what I envision that they'll do is they'll just take out big number times X,
Mobilization.
take all that out,
That's right.
and then they'll add back smaller number times Y.
That's right.
That's about what you do, I think.
Right.
And it'll result in a net pretty significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the, item Herb just sent me back from Ferguson, where are we at, with the cast in place ringing covers? I'm assuming, I think those are for the ARVs.
The vented covers.
Yes.
So all of that is kind of tied to the discussion with the odor control unit. So it should be this week or next that you
Okay.
get those back, but we have
We got to order those castings, send them.
understood. Yep.
But these are doghouse, so I mean, worst case, we come back and put them, or you put it in the import bottom and put a plate. Well, but the tops are gonna be a little delay there. We'll see when it fits, you know, whatever we come up with.
Any other change items
The
looming on the horizon? Oh,
field
sorry.
order one.
Oh,
the,
yeah, oh, yeah.
Concrete repair at
Yeah.
Joe Pede. I think our guys are looking for a repair procedure and product.
I'll get that sent over to you guys today.
Okay.
I know Greg, Jackie and I talked about it
Yeah.
and, what we had planned on doing was just a non-shrink grout and acrylic bonding agent,
Okay.
just a mix of that with, 50/50, acrylic bonding agent, water, patch, what needs to be patched there.
Yeah.
So,
I talked to Jackie and he did say that the pictures make it look a little worse than it actually is.
it does.
It's not all that.
Well, and if you actually look at it, what had happened, that form kind of twisted out at the bottom. So it looks deep, but it's actually about a half-inch deep into the wall after you
Right,
chipped
right.
it out.
After you, yeah.
Right, but it's sticking out about 2 inches. So
Yeah.
that's what actually makes it look so bad from
Right.
that angle. But as far as it, there being a rock pocket, there is no rock pocket.
Yeah.
So the wall is solid,
Mhm.
flush.
If you left it alone, it'd be fine.
It would be.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
but it's, I call
Yeah.
it a veneer.
It essentially is a
Yeah.
veneer,
But,
Our structural guys just want to get eyes on
yeah,
it.
but
They
my
saw the
point is,
pictures.
no problem.
it's not an issue.
Understood.
Okay.
So are we sorry?
No, yep,
All set.
I'm done. We're in other business.
So just a heads up, next month, we had the DWI quarterly inspection a few months ago and the DWI came on site and stuff. So next month is their quarterly inspection again scheduled. So I'll just shoot you guys an email what they're planning on doing and looking at. But just a heads up that that's next month. So
Sounds great.
The sites look good.
Yep.
Joe Pete looks good. East Middleton needs some housekeeping. We're gonna push on that, and get that. It's not a mess, but but we'll make sure it looks.
Yep. Any other business? All right. Call it good. All right. Thank y'all for coming and we will see you on November 18th.